I was 12 years old when I sat in that class. CHAP, Cadet Harassment and Abuse Prevention Program. I didn't take it seriously, nor did my peers. We were all giggly and immature, or acting our age rather. The last time I ever got to do that. My instructor wasn't comfortable teaching the material, and he didn't take it seriously. So how could I take it seriously? 8 months later, and I wish I would have listened a little more intently that day. I was 13 and at summer camp, basic training at the Trenton Air Cadet Summer Training Center. I didn't know what to do when he hurt me, an older cadet in a supervisory role, that is. I just knew that my safe place and the activities I once enjoyed would no longer be. And I was lost. No one to turn to, no one to talk to, just a child who was 13 going on 30 all because of one boy. I quit the cadet program after that year. And to this day, I still regret it. But I didn't know what else to do. I was too busy trying to survive. And to this day, my heart still aches, and I am still upset when I think of the opportunities that I was robbed of in my childhood by not being allowed to finish what I started. Because the truth is, I really did have fond memories of my time before that happened. I enjoyed everything about being an Air Cadet. Doing drill, wearing the uniform, flying a glider. We even got to go to Montreal one winter. We watched IMAX movies and Blue Jays games, and of course, we got stuck watching my commanding officer's favorite movie, Top Gun, about 74 times. And before I was hurt, even summer camp was fun, despite the 6 a.m. wake-ups and the expectation to make my bed with complete precision. All of those wonderful memories shattered, with shards of glass forever ingrained in my body, like the smell of his clothes and the taste of his breath is ingrained in my mind. Air Cadets meant so much to me, and so when I decided to leave after that year, a piece of my heart was left there too. And to this day, I feel that same longing desire, wishing that things would have been different, because things should have been different. For many years of my youth, I tried to make sense of what had happened to me and why, and I pondered how I'd ever move past it. But like those children activity books, the ones where you connect the dots, I drew lines forwards and backwards, trying to make sense of it all, but I just couldn't make out the picture. Until one day, about a decade later, I solved the puzzle. I had to go back to one of the toughest places of my childhood, except this time as a mentor to the next generation. In 2017, I enrolled in the Canadian Armed Forces Cadet Instructors Cadre because while I realized that I can't change my past, I can change the future generation for the youth of today. And not only did I decide to return to the same cadet unit where I was hurt, but I also chose to sign up to be a facilitator for that exact abuse prevention program. I am now a lieutenant, and it is my job to teach teenagers the meaning of consent, what warning signs to look out for, and what to do in the case of a disclosure. And while some, like my instructor as a child, would find these discussions uncomfortable, I am the exact opposite. I want to dive into these topics. I enjoy teaching youth and showing them what a safe adult looks like. I want them to know that I'm an approachable leader who will be there to celebrate their successes, but also to support them throughout their adversities. I have become the officer that I needed as a child. Trauma is life-altering. It is the lump in my throat that will never fully be able to be swallowed. And it's the flashbacks that I'm still working through, even when consent exists between my partner and I. And it's the distorted thinking that I experience when I see a little girl, and my first thought is to wonder if she is okay, or if someone is going to hurt her too. But trauma is also a strong desire for change. It can give us the intuition beyond explanation and the courage to take action to make a difference in someone else's life, so that the next little boy or girl will have a fighting chance. Trauma, like a puzzle of connecting the dots, can have us scrambling all over the place to understand the picture with lines and erase the debris all over. But when we are able to do the work and embark on our journey of healing, we will see that we are exactly where we are supposed to be.